To be honest, even as a single child, I feel that way. Like not as in siblings context, but like with friends. But I guess as you get older, then you realize that like you get the things that you actually want from young. Okay, I have no idea what I'm saying.
Neither do I.
Do you realize shit in your room is missing? This is the Senang Diri podcast.
The shit's almost been toilet bowl, bro.
Hello everybody and welcome to season 2, 4th episode of the Senang Diri podcast. My name is Joel and together with me we have Jay,
Yo.
JY,
Hello.
and Kate.
Hello.
And today we are gonna be talking about...
Drum roll.
Alright. Okay, today we're gonna be talking about single child versus siblings. Having siblings. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So who here has siblings?
Me.
Not
Me.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, everybody here has siblings except for me.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
lah.
That's pretty sad. I barely know the disadvantage. Alright, so... Wow, okay, there's a lot of questions in my head. So, guys, I'll open to anyone in the floor, okay?
Uh-huh.
So, do y'all think, right, a lonely child will have a harder time socializing with other people?
No.
No. Look at you and then look at me. How do you socialize and then how do I socialize?
But it varies from person to person, right?
No,
Yeah,
but
so
then,
it's not necessarily.
This
lah.
defeats
yeah,
the
it's not
purpose.
necessarily. I mean, okay.
Moving
I
on, next
don't,
question.
okay, I don't feel that much, but you might be an extrovert and then I might be and then I'm an introvert, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So okay, because you're an extrovert, I'm just guessing that you're an extrovert, right?
Mhm.
You have a higher chance of get socializing better lah. But cause I'm an introvert, and then I'm like quite closed off, right? And I might have a harder time like socializing with other people. So it depends on person to person as well. Not just single child or siblings, you know.
Any other inputs? Thank you. Okay, so for the next question... Good talk. Okay, so... Guys, what is your opinion on sibling role stereotypes? Ooh.
Oh.
What do you mean sibling role stereotype?
So like middle child is
Like
Oh.
usually, you know, you have TikTok, right? You're not a boomer, right?
I don't have TikTok. I
Okay.
purposely didn't download TikTok.
Alright. So
Giving me older sibling vibes.
I think I mean I don't have siblings, right? But what I usually see is the youngest child gets bullied the most. Like among, like if there was a older sibling and there's a middle sibling, right? They are usually like close to each other compared to the younger one.
Okay, so I only have one older brother, so I'm technically the youngest child.
Oh shit.
But
How's
okay,
that
so to answer your question, right, does the youngest get bullied the most? In my case, yes, because I only have one sibling, and he's like 3 years older than me, so you know he's a lot stronger than me and stuff. So growing up, right, he would like disturb me, and then he would just steal my shit, and then he would just keep it at like a place where I can't reach. But to be honest, right, my older brother tanks so much bullshit for me. Like every time I did something wrong, right, he would still come out and defend me. Then that's one thing I love about him, lah. So it's not like I just hate him for what he did. I mean, like I also like love him because of the shit that he tanked for me when I was younger.
That's nice. Must be nice.
That's so sweet, bro.
Tear, like a tear just rolled down my cheek.
Okay.
So beautiful, man. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
that moments happen, right? It's only when his fault. The other time, right? He always says it's always my fault, but it's also his fault.
I see, so that's how you go.
Yes.
Jay, what about
The
you?
brotherhood, bro.
Yeah, but like I think it depends, cause like as like siblings, right? Like how say the older sibling will always be able to bully the younger sibling more, but like the younger sibling always gets more of the parents' care, you know, cause like younger, weaker, then like parents always pity. Like case in point, right? For example, right, I ask you guys, all your siblings, right, when you all get your first phone versus when your younger sibling get your first phone.
Definitely the younger one gets it first, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
Now,
my
now I
brother
tell you,
had an iPad before a phone.
yeah, but wait. Let me tell you. Okay, right now, right. My brother has a gaming laptop, and he's in what, sec one.
What?
My man's has a gaming
Oh,
setup
God.
in sec one.
Man's playing Valorant.
Oh my god.
Xbox got confiscated, guy.
There we go.
Okay, I would like to refute your point. You
I
say that
disagree.
the youngest get the most spoiled, right? Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, so basically my brother already got his like PC, and it's a 2K. I think it's like 2K plus PC, by the way. Then he has like everything, like a monitor, freaking gaming mouse, giant ass mouse pad, and then like a freaking gaming chair. And then I'm just here with a laptop, and I'm like,
But to be honest, even as a single child, I feel that way. Like not as in siblings context, but like with friends. But I guess as you get older, then you realize that like you get the things that you actually want from young. Okay, I have no idea what I'm saying.
Neither do I.
also you are thinking that the younger child gets more leeway, right, with the parents.
Yes.
Okay, so you're thinking that the younger child can get away with more shit than the older sibling, right?
No, it depends. Maybe, right?
It depends also, yeah.
If the older sibling already pulled the shit before, then the parents would know.
Probably know already.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, right? Okay, so whenever I want to go out, I always have to ask like 3 days in advance on. At least 3 days, or at least like 2 days, or the night before. But the night before, it must be like I'm going out in the evening or something, and I have to come back within like 9 o'clock or something. Basically 1 hour before my sleeping time, which is like 9 o'clock lah. And the one time, actually there's only 2 times I came back at like 12 a.m. So one is at a barbecue party which my CCA hosted, and the other one is I was working with my friend, and then he brought us to a Mukata place, and then we just ate until like 12 a.m. or something.
Wow.
Then meanwhile my brother, right, every single time he goes out, right, he just screams, "Hey, I'm going out already, and then he just leaves. So is there more leeway? Is there like more leniency for him cause he's older? I would say yes, but sometimes they try to be fair lah. They like ask him, they like try to get him to talk in advance also, like is he going out or not. But most of the time they only find out on the day itself, and then they're like, oh, okay lor.
But if you are the parent, would you like?
I mean,
Will you do it differently?
yeah, I would lah. I would just say like, if you don't tell me in advance, right, you're not going.
Oh.
So this makes them like not plan last minute. But if it's like really, really last minute, right, then maybe I'll allow, depending on the situation, and depending on what time they can come back home, you know.
Personally, I feel like older siblings should be given more leeway because like they're older, they're more responsible. Can probably like they've already like experienced more stuff.
But at what age would you define like? Would you guys think is the appropriate age to start letting them do what they want?
I wouldn't go by age. I would
would
just go by
Actually,
whether
now
they
I feel-
show it.
Okay. Interesting. Now, okay. So, talking about siblings, right? Would you guys prefer to have a life now being a single child or with a sibling? If you had a choice.
I think I will still live my life with my brother, cause I can't. Okay, cause I hate. Okay, cause I'm the idiot that like always has contrasting feelings. You know, I want to be lonely, but I want to have someone with me. You know that kind of feelings, right?
You get a girlfriend now.
Are you?
sorry.
It's
Okay,
just the
so
one that
right, basically my brother was like the one there for me in my early childhood lah. So I was like, every time I wanted to be alone, he would just leave me alone, and then every time I wanted to play, he would play with me normally lah. And like, even now, he still does it. He's like 19 already, coming to 20. He's 20 years old now, and then meanwhile I'm like freaking just a 17-year-old, and then he does play like the Switch with me or with my 3DSs if he wants to. I have to ask her. So it's like it's like a friend that lives with you, but a friend that's raised by the same mother. Like that's just a bit weird, but that's a bit weird to put it that way. But it's like a best friend following you throughout your life.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Do you like apart from let's say if you got siblings now, right, all those feelings aside, like if you had an option to choose whether you want siblings or not, would you have it? Like personally, would you want to have it? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. I think like it's not that bad lah. Like it teaches you a lot of things, I guess. Like teaches you how to like look out for someone, and like I feel like people who have like siblings, right, generally, and like older siblings, for example, like they generally have like a better sense. Like you can feel it when you go with your friends, right? Like those with like very close sibling relationships with like like if they're the older siblings, sometimes they like be like the person who looks out for the group, you know, that kind of people. Like this is not
true.
yeah.
I think being a single child also teaches you a lot of things. But I think it's a more, I would say, a very sad and lonely like process. Like, okay, honestly, right, a part of me wants to have a sibling, right? Another part of me does not want to have a sibling. Like, I don't have to put this into like words, but okay, I'm gonna try to do it anyways. So like to me, you know, even with best friends, right, one day you guys are gonna have your own lives and shit. Right? And so is your siblings also. So like in the end, I guess you can get the same, I don't know if you can get the same type of brotherhood, but with your friends. But like, how to say? Oh, I don't know. I think why I want a sibling is because I want a companionship. But then again, I can get that with like a friend, a very close friend, right?
But friends come and go, and yet at the end of the day, siblings are still like there most of the time.
Okay. But it's like very sad though. Like, okay, so for me, right, so I've gone through like a quite a dark phase of my life, right? So where no one knows that like at home I'm like feeling shit, like breaking down, you know, like crying on a daily basis at one point of time. Then it's like very, because I think it's important to have siblings also. Why? Because I guess they are one of the first people you turn to when you're going through shit like this, right? Because you would rather tell them first than your parents. Is that true? If you have like okay, talking
You
as
already
if
tell your friends your problems.
Okay.
no, as in when it's happening. You know what I mean?
I think it depends on person to person also. Like, how open are you sharing with it? Cause I'm the guy that like just close off everything on myself.
Like in a close siblings context. Like if you're close with your sibling.
Oh, okay. I would say I'm close with my brother, but I'm not that close to tell him my problems. You know, like, cause I
that's
think
interesting.
our personalities also contrast. You know, he can't help me solve my socializing problems. Cause to him it just comes naturally, right? But to me it comes with a difficulty. So for me to talk to him about like social anxiety and then like not making friends and then bullying, I think it's hard for him to relate, and I wouldn't tell him either because I know that he can't relate at all. So I'll just shut it off with myself. Cause my parents are also very social people. I'm the like odd one out, you know. So I think it depends on person to person, and depends on how close are you with your siblings.
Okay, what about you?
I would say I would like to try having a normal one. Because you all know, the one in my house now is like on the autism spectrum, so it's like even if I want to talk and interact, I can't really do it. And the age gap is like 8 years.
Oh shit.
Bro, don't know what my parents are thinking, bro. But
It's okay.
yeah, because I've seen a bunch of my friends who have siblings. There's a fair spread of eldest sibling, middle child, and the youngest child. So I know like quite a few different kinds of siblings, and every family has a different dynamic. So taking all interesting observations from all these, right? Yeah, it does make me want to say that yes, I would still choose to have okay, the only condition is a normal one.
Okay.
Please don't cancel me. I am not an ableist, but
Use of the word normal was pretty sus, man.
Oops. It's okay. Let's.
So basically, personally, right, what do you guys think of how a single child life would be? Like the way you see it.
So with my personality now, I think I'll be like super lonely, and then like I think I will still be. I think like in later stages of my life, I will still be okay at least, but I don't think I would have found like good friends now lah. Cause I wouldn't have like at least socialized a little bit. Cause I would be super closed off, you know, like even more closed off than now. Yeah, so I think like thanks to my brother, right, I managed to find like good friends, you know. Then thanks to him, like, cause I have someone to socialize with, but cause he's an extrovert, I think it's just hard for me to like get out. So I get out of my mind.
I see.
Yeah.
Jay, what about you?
Honestly, I guess more the same. I would be less. I don't know. I feel like I would be like a lot different. I wouldn't be like as caring towards other people in a sense because
Okay.
like, I wouldn't have like that much thick skin now because in the past most of my thick skin comes from like or like I wouldn't have that like, high patience level that I have like because like much of the patience I got was just dealing with my brothers like nonsense lah. Like whenever we fight or whatever, like he does a lot of stuff, then I just deal with it lah. Cause I know that if I fight with him, I'm gonna get like scolded by my parents, you know.
Yep.
So, like I learned like how to like 忍一下, you know. Cannot like
oh, Chinese.
Okay.
I will send you to Jesus. Just comes out. Yeah, they just take the sleeper and they just throw across the entire house.
It's like Asian household things, yeah.
It's either sleeper or clothes hanger, one of the two.
Belt don't have y'all.
Or if you have money, a wooden kid.
my one is bamboo.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Raising the stakes very good.
Remember what I pain though, yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I think right, if I was a single child, okay, I had been a single child for 8 years, and that was like half my life already. So I think.
Can we pause here? Did you know your parents were doing it when you were like?
Nope.
Oh, like they
I
just
don't want to
they
know.
randomly go to hotel.
I don't know.
I do not need to know this shit.
You know there may be a few unfortunate incidents, man.
Okay, so I think I have some things to ask a single child.
Shoot.
Okay, so like, so saying that you were introvert, right, without a sibling, how would you think that you could socialize with other people? Saying that you are an introvert, lah.
How would I? Sorry.
How would you socialize with other people if you are introvert but have no siblings?
Oh, you mean how would I come out
Socialize normally, yeah. Like make friends.
to be a little bit more extroverted? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think this is anything to do with being a single child. Okay, but I guess there's an impact also, right? Because you
Yeah.
socialize at home. But I think the impact would be the same if you got good relationship with your parents, right?
Mm.
So I think to me this is more of person to person kind of thing. Like, but I used to be introverted like once upon a time. So yeah lah. I think I learned that throughout the years. I think especially during primary school that it's very hard to, how to say it, I think I came to a point where I realized that I have to start socializing with people. If not, I'll have very bad memories of like my current situation, you know. Like I don't want to grow up thinking that, oh, I should have done this when I'm younger. So yeah, I guess that was what I thought at that time. So I decided to be a bit more outgoing. But being outgoing has led me to make quite a lot of mistakes also. Like I think I have the people pleaser syndrome, you know, last time, like
Okay, yeah, I
everything
understand.
like I would say the nice guy. You know what I mean? Like you want to like please everybody lah, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so anyways.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm still suffering.
Yeah, so it's not, but I think I read that like you have to, it's because of trauma that you go through this kind of thing. I think to a
Yeah.
certain extent that's true also. But I'm not gonna go into detail. But yeah, but I guess over time I've met friends that are very caring towards me, and they've taught me a lot of things in maybe their own ways, you know, might not be the nicest, but yeah, it's through these experiences that made me who I am today, to be less of you know,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I have one more question. So this is the last questions, right? So this is the last question for today. So, what were some challenges that you faced as a single child?
Challenges.
Yeah. Like what obstacles do you face? Other than like
Obstacles?
socializing and stuff.
I guess because there's a lot of times you cannot siam one. You know what I mean? Like I think if you do something wrong sometimes, right, there can only be a few people, and I think most likely people are going to find out whether it's you or not.
Mm-hmm.
So like you cannot siam from shit lah, basically. Then I guess another disadvantage is that you have to learn everything by yourself, because some things parents cannot teach you, like that. Because okay, when you have a sibling, right, I assume your age gap is not as far compared to your parents. I mean, of course, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so I think the generation gap makes a difference, right? Because you can, I guess, relate to a person way better when you are in the same generation as them, and it'll be easier for them to understand your problems also. I would like to think that if I had a sibling, I will have a very good relationship with him or her. No.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I guess that's about it, lor. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning into our podcast. If you enjoyed what you hear today, do follow us on Instagram ug.rojak and join our Discord server ugpridesg. Peace, guys. Peace.
Peace. See you next time.